Welcome back everyone, my name is Lee from Lever's Kitchen. Today we're going to make some keto pastas. So a little bit cool today and I am craving some pasta. Now I don't have any pasta in my house, absolutely nothing. So I thought we were going to make something from scratch. So I'm going to be making a recipe I just found on Google, which had some good reviews on it, and that recipe is from Mad Creations Hub. So let's get into it. It's pretty easy. So first we're going to get our oven heating up. So we're going to heat it up to 170 degrees Celsius, or it's about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So this recipe is great because it doesn't use a pasta maker or anything. All we're going to do is we're going to make a batter, we're going to roll it out, bake it in the oven, and then we just have to slice it up with a knife. Pretty easy. So let's get onto it. So firstly, I've got 150 grams of cream cheese, and we're just going to put that into our food processor. We're then going to add 4 eggs, preferably room temperature. And then we're going to add half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So this is just the raw stuff, that's why the mother is in there. I'm just going to give this a quick blitz. Now, keep giving that a good blitz, we're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of celery husk. And we're going to give that another blitz. So now we're going to let this sit for 10 minutes and then we're going to pour it into trays. Now the batter should have really turned into a really thick paste after about 10 minutes, and it's not really thickening. So I actually went on their website and actually took a look. Now I used the celery husk and not celery husk powder, and that's meant to be more stronger. So that's why mine hasn't set. I'm still going to go with it because I think it will still work. So what I've got here is just 2 oven trays here. We're going to divide that between 2 trays in between parchment paper. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab some oil and just spray the bottom of these trays. And what that'll do is that'll help the parchment paper stick to the tray. Now we can just put that right in there. That just makes it so much easier. Just into that roll, okay, fine in there. Just cut the extra parchment papers for the tops, and now I'm going to pour half between each tray. And then we're going to just flatten it out as much as possible. And this is actually picking up a bit now, so it might not be as bad as it was. Then we're going to grab our parchment paper and we're going to put that on top. And what we're going to do is just kind of like almost just flatten it out. so we can get it as flat as possible. We want it almost as flat as a tortilla. You could also use a bottle or something. Alright, so now we're going to get these into the oven and we're going to bake them for 6 to 7 minutes until it's all set. Alright, so now these are baked for 7 minutes. They have just set. They're not sticky or anything like that, so that's good. We're going to let them cool for a few minutes and then we're going to slice them up. So now the pasta has cooked now we can take it off the parchment paper. Then we can roll it up. And then we can slice it up however we want. So I'm doing like a fettuccine, so probably about 1/4 of an inch. There we go, that's my pasta for dinner tonight. So I'll be back when I'm ready to cook dinner and we'll try it out. And all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to warm this up. You don't need to boil it or anything. And then once it's heated through, I'm going to put some of this beautiful pesto that I've just made through it with my homegrown basil. So we're just going to heat this through. Now, I'm going to be honest, this isn't going to taste like normal pasta. It doesn't look too bad. It does have a little bit of a spongy texture, you know, because of all the eggs and everything. I've tried some already, it does not taste eggy at all. So I think it's going to be a really good carrier and a really good substitute for some pasta. Now if you already had a red sauce, you'd cook this in the red sauce, but because I'm going to actually put a pesto in it that doesn't need to be cooked, that's why I'm just warming these through first. Tap this pesto. That's ready. I'll take it off the stove now. Of course, some extra parmesan. So let's give this a go. So I've made pasta before with just a gluten flour, and it's not bad, but the issue is when you try to do it in like pasta form, like in strands, it falls apart and everything. So it was only more ideal for lasagna sheets. This actually go good as a lasagna sheet. Let's try it out. And I'm going to be honest, it doesn't taste like pasta, it doesn't have that sort of texture, but I think it's a really great substitute. It almost looks like pasta. It's a really good substitute, it's very neutral tasting, it doesn't have that eggy taste or anything like that, so I think it's a great substitute. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a good like, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.